Hello, my soul brothers and sisters in recovery. My name is Vas Solo. I'm a recovered drug addict and alcoholic, a practicing yogi, and a certified meditation coach. Recovery runs on a spectrum from barely recovered to super recovered, or as I like to say, recovered plus. Reaching the highest rung on this ladder needs to be the goal of everyone in the program, because that's where you feel your best. And that's what all of us want, is to feel our best. I'm telling you based on personal experience that it's possible, if you are willing to put in the work. So, having been through the entire range of the spectrum, I'm going to share with you what you need to do to reach the top of this ladder. And make sure to watch to the end to find out why I've changed the name and look of the channel, and what I plan to do with it moving forward. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I upload videos about addiction, recovery, and personal development, so ping that bell and subscribe. And for those of you looking to enhance your recovery, I highly suggest that you check out my online meditation course, where I teach all the fundamentals of meditation and help you establish a daily routine. For me, meditation has been a huge part of my recovery, and I truly believe it's the most powerful tool for self-transformation. So, if you're someone who wants to improve your mental health, to become more emotionally stable, and to feel happier and more fulfilled, and you want to support the channel, sign up for the course today. Just click on the link in the description, type in the promo code VAS, and get 15% off your purchase. Let's begin in the middle of the spectrum. Recovered. This is the place where we get to by thoroughly working the 12-step program, which means that we have admitted our powerlessness, we've surrendered ourselves to a higher power, we've cleaned up the wreckage of the past, and we are now selflessly serving others. This is the recipe for success, which, if we precisely follow, will result in a spiritual experience, taking us from being a hopeless addict to having an entire psychic change, so that we can easily control our desire for drugs and alcohol. In fact, the desire will be removed. It says so in the Big Book, page 85, and I quote, "We are not fighting it, neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel as though we had been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed." Now, I can look you straight in the eyes and tell you that this has happened to me. And I've seen it happen with many others in the program. That's why I'm sure that anyone who thoroughly works the steps will realize these promises. People who don't are those who fall short somewhere along the way, which almost happened to me. I was supposed to be making amends, but because I was procrastinating, it negatively affected my recovery. Thankfully, I realized it just in time to fix it. Otherwise, I probably would have relapsed. That's why when it comes to doing the work, you cannot be complacent, nor can you take shortcuts and expect to recover. Think of recovery as a race against your addiction, and working the steps is the only thing helping you stay ahead of your disease. If that's the case, and it is, how wise is it to stop, even for a little bit? How long will it be before your addiction catches up with you? So, it's in your best interest to work all the steps and to do them well, and then you'll end up recovered. You'll end up right here, in the middle of the recovery spectrum. Now, once you get there, the race isn't over. Your position on that ladder depends on whether you continue to practice the things that you learned in the program. If you don't, you will lose the progress you made. You'll slide back down the ladder and become what they call in the program a dry drunk, meaning that you'll be sober, but your mind will go back to being the horrible mess that it was before you worked the steps. You'll be full of negative emotions, you'll feel hopeless, helpless, and stuck. Life will start to feel unmanageable again, and if you don't get back to working the program, you're going to relapse. Like it says in the Big Book, and I quote, "What we have is a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition." To use a fitness analogy, once you get in shape, you have to keep doing what you were doing to stay in shape. Otherwise, you'll lose your results. The same thing goes for recovery. So, if you find yourself going backwards, all you have to do to feel recovered again is to get back to working the program. And I guarantee you that your emotional, mental, and spiritual condition will quickly improve. And that's what being recovered is. It's a state of harmony, balance, and peace. It's a state of relative stability where you feel connected and you have no desire to alter your state of mind. Now, once you've reached this state, this part of the ladder, there is yet another even higher state that you could reach. I call it Recovered Plus. The journey from recovered to Recovered Plus is about becoming a devoted spiritual seeker, someone who surrenders themselves to the spiritual path. So, the goal here is different than the goal of getting to recovered. The goal of getting to Recovered is to have a spiritual experience, which is the cure for your addiction. The goal of Recovered Plus is to continue the spiritual journey and to realize your life's purpose. Being an addict is like being lost in a dense, dark forest, and working the steps shows you the way out. But once you're out, in front of you stands the mountain of life that you now have to climb. See, once you discover that there's a spiritual dimension to life, it changes the game. It means that life and you have a higher purpose, which means that the only thing which will ever give you what you truly want, which is freedom from suffering and infinite joy, is the fulfillment of this purpose. And that's why today I no longer see myself as an addict, but as a devoted spiritual seeker trying to attain self-realization or God consciousness. That's why I call it Recovery Plus, because the gifts of recovery, as wonderful as they are, will only grow and multiply once you embark on this journey. The things that you'll realize, the joy you'll experience, the changes that happen within you, and the connection you'll feel will all increase and intensify. Which brings me to why I renamed this channel Recovered Plus. I don't only want to focus on addiction, although I will keep making videos about it, but I also want to share with you all the wonderful things that I've learned on this path. I want to talk about meditation, how the mind works, the importance of discipline, and the spiritual practices that have helped me grow. Don't think of me as a guru or even as a teacher, but as a fellow spiritual seeker, here to support you on this wonderful journey of life. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. To support the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll be making many more videos about addiction, recovery, and spirituality, so please subscribe. And let me know what you thought of today's video. What do you guys think of the new theme and look of the channel? Share that in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.